Have you been feeling a strange shift in your spirit lately? Moments of silence that suddenly feel loud. Dreams that feel too vivid to be just dreams. Numbers that repeat. Chills without reason. It's not your imagination. Something ancient is stirring. And on June 1st, a powerful spiritual portal will open. A moment written in the stars long before your birth. A cosmic signal sent only to the awakened. Only the chosen ones will hear it. If you're still here, still listening, if your heart is beating faster, if your soul is leaning in, it's because you're not just a seeker, you're being summoned. This message is not for everyone. It was never meant to be. But you? You didn't find this video, it found you. Because something sacred, irreversible, is about to unfold in your life. You've been walking through shadows long enough. Now, the light is calling you home. So stay until the end. What you're about to hear might just shift your entire reality. It might explain every unanswered question, every silent whisper your soul has tried to translate. Give this video a like if your spirit already feels it. Subscribe if you've known deep down that your path is about to change. And comment 99 below, because 9 is the number of spiritual completion. And seeing it twice means this message is your confirmation. The portal is near. Let me show you what's waiting on the other side. On June 1st, the air will feel different. You won't see it with your eyes, but your soul will know. A cosmic gateway, an invisible yet undeniable portal, will open. And when it does, time itself will feel like it slows for a moment. Because something far greater than the material world will be trying to reach you. But what is a spiritual portal? It's not science fiction. It's not fantasy. It's a divine intersection between dimensions, a sacred opening in the fabric of the universe where energy flows freely between the physical and the spiritual realms. In this brief window, the usual noise of life quiets, and the whispers of heaven grow louder. Your intuition sharpens. Your inner compass begins to spin wildly, pulling you toward something unknown but deeply familiar. Because this isn't a shift you can study. It's one you have to feel. These portals are rare. They're intentional. They are placed by divine intelligence with surgical precision, meant to awaken those who are ready and pass silently by those who are not. June 1st is not just another date. It carries the blueprint of alignment. Celestial bodies, planets, stars, energetic currents. They don't just happen to align. They move under divine command. And when they do, the universe creates space for transformation, but not for everyone. This is where most people miss it. They'll wake up on June 1st and feel a little off. Maybe more tired than usual, maybe more restless. But they'll brush it off. They won't pause. They won't listen. And that's why they'll miss the moment that was meant for them. Because here's the truth. This energy, this portal, only reaches those who are in sync with the frequency of the divine. Not the loud, not the powerful, but the spiritually attuned, the ones who've suffered in silence, the ones who've questioned their path, the ones who feel a pull they can't explain. It's not randomness, it's recognition. The portal recognizes the souls it's meant for. You see, portals don't just open. They respond to vibration, to intention, to alignment. If your heart has been aching for something more, if you felt disconnected from this world, but deeply tethered to something beyond it, then the portal is responding to you. You didn't need to know the date. Your spirit was already counting down. Now here's the most shocking part. This portal isn't just about receiving energy. It's about activating destiny. Think about that for a moment. What if everything you've been going through, the confusion, the breakdowns, the silence, what if none of it was a detour, but a preparation? Because on June 1st, your path splits. There's who you were before this portal, and who you will become after you step through it. Most will never notice. Most will keep scrolling. But the ones who feel the pull, they are the ones who were written into this moment. They are the ones the universe has been waiting for. And you're still watching. Which means something deep inside you is starting to awaken. But this is only the first ripple. What comes next will shake everything you thought you knew about your spiritual journey. So take a breath. Because the next revelation is not just intense, it's personal. Ready to hear it? Have you been feeling it? The tension in your chest you can't explain. The deep emotional waves that hit you out of nowhere. The sudden urge to be alone, to pull away from distractions, to disconnect from noise. Or maybe you've been waking up at the exact same time every night, seeing 11:11, 3:33, 4:44, everywhere you turn. Clocks, receipts, license plates. It's like the universe is tapping your shoulder, whispering, "Pay attention." You might think it's all coincidence, but it's not. These are divine signals, messages coded in the language of the soul. You were never meant to sleep through this moment. When a spiritual portal prepares to open, it doesn't just appear in silence. It announces itself through signs, through energy, through events that defy logic but feel overwhelmingly true. And only the awakened, only the chosen ones, can recognize the call. Let's talk about these signs. Because the universe is not subtle when it wants your attention. Maybe you've had strange dreams lately, not just weird, but symbolic. You see doors, roads, oceans, eyes. You wake up feeling like you just returned from somewhere else, somewhere that felt more real than this world. That's not just your imagination. It's your soul traveling. Being prepared, receiving messages from higher realms, messages your conscious mind can't fully understand yet, but your spirit already does. Maybe your emotions have been all over the place. One moment you're hopeful. The next, you're overwhelmed. You cry and don't know why. You laugh in silence. You feel joy and sorrow wrapped into one. This isn't instability. This is realignment. Your energetic body is adjusting to a higher vibration. And like a tuning fork near a frequency shift, it shakes, it vibrates, it responds. And maybe you've noticed a deep pull to be alone, to distance yourself from people who once made sense, to withdraw from conversations that feel empty, to stop pretending. It's not antisocial behavior. It's your spirit decluttering, making room, preparing the sacred space for what's about to enter. Even your body is a messenger. Headaches, ringing ears, insomnia. Not always sickness. Sometimes it's sensitivity to energetic upgrades. And then there's the numbers, those sacred echoes. 11:11, the call to awaken. 3:33, divine alignment. 4:44, angelic presence. These numbers are not accidents. They're cosmic nudges, each one a coded message. You are not alone. You are on the path. Don't stop now. These signs are not meant to scare you. They're meant to activate you. You are being prepared, not punished. You are being called, not cursed. The intensity of your life lately. The quiet chaos beneath. The surface. It's not random. It's revelation. Because once you start seeing the signs, you can't unsee them. Once you start feeling the shifts, you can't go back to sleep. You've crossed an invisible line. And whether you realize it or not, your old life is already behind you. But here's the twist most people never see coming. These signs don't just appear to inform you. They appear to invite you. The universe is not asking for passive awareness. It's asking for sacred response. And the moment you choose to answer, to say yes to the mystery, to lean into the unknown, that's when everything begins to accelerate. Because what's coming isn't just a message, it's a mission. So, if you've been seeing the signs, feeling the pull, crying for no reason, dreaming vividly, isolating from the noise. It's because you were never meant to stay where you are. You're not being left behind. You're being called forward. And what's calling you is far greater than you can imagine. But we're only scratching the surface. Because the most crucial question isn't what the signs are. It's why they chose you. And that answer is coming next. Not everyone will feel what's coming. Not everyone is supposed to. Because the energy of June 1st isn't meant for the masses. It's meant for the few who are ready. Ready to lead, ready to heal, ready to transform not just themselves, but the very world around them. These are the chosen ones. Not because they are better, but because they are willing. Willing to listen when the world tells them to ignore. Willing to stand alone when the crowd chooses comfort. Willing to carry a frequency that shakes systems and wakes souls. To be chosen does not mean you are perfect. It means you are aware. It means you feel things more deeply. You've cried behind closed doors while others laughed without care. You've asked questions that most are too afraid to voice. You've broken over and over, not because you are weak, but because you were being remade. Your pain was never punishment. It was your preparation. Because here's what no one tells you about being chosen. Before you become the light, you must walk through the dark. And you have, haven't you? You've known loneliness that made you question your purpose. You've stood in rooms full of people and felt invisible. You've loved deeply and been misunderstood. You've sacrificed comfort for truth. And even when you tried to turn it all off, the calling inside you never left. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. Because you didn't come here to fit in. You came here to awaken others. And the moment of your activation has finally arrived. June 1st is not about waiting anymore. It's not about watching and wondering. It's about stepping forward. It's about remembering who you are, who you've always been, beneath the conditioning, the fear, the forgetting. The world is shifting. The old systems are cracking. The illusions are breaking. And the universe is calling for new leaders. Not the loudest, but the most aligned. Not those with power, but those with presence. You don't need a title. You don't need permission. If you carry light, if you carry wisdom, if you carry truth, you are being summoned. And here's the truth most are afraid to admit. Being chosen is a burden. It's lonely. It's heavy. You'll be misunderstood, rejected, mocked. But you'll also be free. Because once you say yes to the call, you stop living for validation. You start living for mission. And your mission is not small. It's not random. You're here to shift frequency, to plant seeds in places where nothing has grown, to speak words that break chains and open eyes, to carry love that confronts fear. You are here to remind the world of what it forgot. And June 1st? That's the cosmic permission slip you've been waiting for. Everything in your life has been building to this. The betrayals, the heartbreak, the silence, the questions. They weren't blocks. They were blueprints. Designs from the divine to prepare you, to refine you, to ignite you. Because while the world was distracted, you were being called. While others chased noise, you were taught how to sit in silence. And in that silence, you found your truth. Now the world is shifting, and your silence becomes your voice. Your wounds become your wisdom. Your journey becomes your guidance for others. You didn't survive all that darkness just to hide. You walked through it to become the light, and now, that light is needed more than ever. So if you've been wondering why you feel so restless, why everything seems to be rising to the surface right now, it's because your spirit already knows the moment has come. But here's where it gets deeper. Because being chosen doesn't just mean awakening, it means becoming something new entirely. A version of yourself that even you haven't fully met yet. And in the next part of this message, we're going to uncover what happens when you say yes, not just to the portal, but to the transformation waiting on the other side. Stay with me, because what's coming next will not only change how you see the world, it will change how you see yourself. So how can you truly connect with this energy? How can you ensure that when the spiritual winds begin to stir, you're not swept away, but carried forward into your higher path? The truth is, you don't stumble into destiny, you walk into it with awareness, with presence, with intention. The portal of June 1st isn't just some energetic wave you casually ride. It's a divine alignment, a call for those who are ready to move differently, to listen more deeply, to act more deliberately. But here's the key. You must prepare your vessel. You must clear the noise, quiet the mind, and open the soul. This kind of alignment cannot be forced, but it also doesn't happen by accident. Here's how you begin. Step 1. Sit in silence. Not just silence around you, but silence within you. Turn off the distractions. Put the phone away. Close your eyes. And just be. Allow your breath to soften. Let the racing thoughts come and pass. Don't chase them. Don't fix them. Just observe. Because when the outer world goes quiet, the inner world begins to speak. And in that stillness, you'll begin to feel something subtle, yet undeniable, a gentle pull, a whisper, a knowing. That's the voice of your soul, and it's been trying to reach you for a long time. Step 2. Journal what rises. Grab a pen, not a phone, not a keyboard, ink to paper. Ask yourself, what is my soul trying to say to me? Then write, freely. Without filters, without edits, without judgment. Let it flow. Let it pour out. Even if it doesn't make sense, you're not just journaling thoughts. You're excavating truth. Truth that's been buried beneath expectations, fear, and the noise of the world. Because the portal of June 1st won't ask who you pretend to be. It will ask who you really are. Step 3. Ground yourself in nature. Take off your shoes. Stand on the earth. Feel the grass, the dirt, the sand beneath your feet. Let your body remember what your soul already knows. You are part of something far greater. The trees don't rush. The wind doesn't doubt its path. The river doesn't question its flow. And neither should you. Let nature reset your rhythm. Let the sun recharge your energy. Let the stillness of the forest reflect the peace you carry inside. Because the portal's frequency is natural, not artificial. You won't find it in the chaos of the world. You'll find it in the quiet, in the present, in the real. Step 4. Set clear intentions. The universe responds to clarity. It mirrors what you embody. So ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What am I ready to receive? What version of myself am I becoming? Write it. Speak it, visualize it, but most importantly, feel it. Let it live inside you before it shows up around you. This portal isn't about passive hope. It's about active alignment. It's about saying, I am ready. I am willing. I am present. Because when the universe sees a soul that is ready, it moves mountains to meet them. Step 5. Create sacred space. Light a candle. Play high-frequency music. Clean your room. Breathe intention into every corner of your space. Make it a temple. Make it a sanctuary. Make it a reflection of the frequency you want to attract. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest. Honest with yourself. Honest with your desires. Honest with your pain. Because spiritual alignment is not about pretending to be light. It's about becoming so still that even your shadows feel safe to surface. And that's where the real magic happens. Not in the escape, but in the embrace. June 1st is a portal, yes, but it is also a mirror. It will reflect back the truth of your alignment, your readiness, your intention. And if your heart is clear, if your soul is open, if your spirit says yes, then this portal won't just change your energy, it will change your reality. Because when you align with divine timing, everything that's been delayed begins to unfold. You'll meet the right people. You'll feel guided instead of confused. Doors will open that logic can't explain. And you'll realize this was never about manifesting more. It was about remembering who you already are. And once you do, there's no going back. Because now, the activation begins. The energy shifts. The path appears. And in the next part of this message, you'll discover what this transformation truly unlocks, not just in your life, but in your very soul. Stay with me. What comes next is the turning point. June 1st isn't just a date on a calendar. It's not just another sunrise, another ordinary day. It is a cosmic summons, an invitation from the universe itself. Not everyone will hear it, but you did, because deep inside your soul, you've always known this time would come. A moment where everything you've endured, every tear, every test, every lonely night, would finally make sense. This is that moment. You were born for this, not by accident, not by chance, but by divine design. You see, your soul made a vow. Before you entered this life, you knew there would be darkness, but you also knew you'd carry light. You agreed to forget, so you could have the power to remember your truth, to remember your power, to remember your mission, and now, that remembering has begun. This is not just spiritual talk. This is real. This is energetic. This is the activation of everything that's been dormant inside of you. You've outgrown the old story, the version of yourself that was built on fear, doubt, and limitation. That version is crumbling because it was never who you truly were. And yes, there will be moments of discomfort, moments where your ego fights to hold on, moments where the old world tries to pull you back. But listen to this carefully. You are not going back, because you've seen too much now, felt too much, heard the whispers, recognized the signs. You know there's more, and you can't unknow that truth. This is your time to rise, not with arrogance, but with clarity, with purpose, with divine confidence. Every experience you've had until now has been shaping you, not punishing you, preparing you. The heartbreak, it softened you. The betrayal, it awakened you. The silence, it taught you to listen, and now it all becomes fuel. You are stepping into a new frequency, one where your intuition becomes your compass, your presence becomes your power, your soul becomes your guide, and you're not alone. Right now, as you watch this, there are thousands of others awakening too, scattered across the world, but united in spirit, each one remembering who they are, each one shedding layers of illusion, each one lighting up the grid. Together, we are rising. And the universe? It's not just watching, it's co-creating with you. It's aligning people, places, moments, all in divine orchestration to support your evolution. But here's the part you must understand deeply. You must choose it. Evolution is not automatic. It's intentional. It requires courage. It requires surrender. It requires you to say out loud from your heart, I am ready. I accept the call. I trust the path, even when I can't see the full picture. And when you do that, something shifts. The universe leans in closer. The synchronicities intensify. The energy around you begins to move. You become magnetic. Not to ego desires, but to soul-aligned purpose. Doors open, connections deepen, your gifts sharpen, and your path becomes undeniable. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Because you didn't come here to live a half-awake life. You came here to ignite, to awaken, to transform. So let go of fear. Let go of needing to have all the answers. Let go of the old identity that was never truly you, and step fully into your power. Trust that your soul already knows the way. It's been guiding you all along, and now, on this sacred turning point of June 1st, it's no longer a whisper, it's a roar. This is not the end of a video. It's the beginning of your evolution, and just when you think you've reached the peak, you'll realize there's still a higher mountain waiting, but this time, you're climbing it with clarity, with alignment, with the entire universe cheering you on, and in the final moments of this message, you'll receive something more, something sacred, a blessing, to carry with you as you step through the portal and never look back. Stay with me. The final activation is coming. You didn't find this video by accident. You were guided here because you are ready. Ready to remember who you are. Ready to rise above the illusion. Ready to embody the power you were born with. June 1st is not just a portal. It is your rebirth. It is the moment where destiny and consciousness collide, where you stop waiting for a sign and finally realize you are the sign. You are not here to be small. You are not here to blend in. You are not here to repeat cycles of fear and doubt. You are here to disrupt darkness with your light, to awaken hearts, to shift timelines, to leave a divine mark that echoes through eternity. This calling on your life is not a burden, it is a crown, and you're being asked now to wear it, not with pride, but with purpose, because everything inside of you is aligning. Every thread of your story, every scar, every triumph, has led to this single truth. You were chosen for such a time as this, so breathe that in. Let it sink deep. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. Now, hear these words, like prophecy carved in spirit. You are no longer who you used to be. You are becoming. You are rising. You are activating. Let no fear hold you. Let no past define you. Let no voice silence the roar that's building in your soul. You've crossed the threshold. You are stepping into divine fire, and you will emerge unshakable, unstoppable, unforgettable. Now, let me bless you. Final blessing. May this portal awaken every dormant part of your spirit. May your doubts melt into clarity. May your path be revealed in divine timing. May you walk boldly into your sacred mission, and may the light within you rise, stronger, brighter, eternal. If this message resonated with your soul, like this video, subscribe for more divine insights, and comment below, I am ready for my spiritual awakening, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Your journey has begun, the portal is open, the universe is watching.